Hey Patreon backers, quick behind the scenes video for you. So we're, now that we're back from China, we're starting to do more of these, and I just did one with Patrick about a crazy project we're working on. I don't know which will go up first, but check back regularly because we're gonna be doing more of these now that we're set up for it. Anyway, I'm working on currently the Kingpin Edition 9980XE. That was specifically sanded down by Kingpin himself. And what we're doing right now, I mean, the thermals were kind of maxed out on the last test. We're at 104 degrees Celsius. What I'm doing right now is just trying to narrow in the performance range thermally, trying to find the maximum voltage that it can take. So this is specifically set up as a torture test. I only have it at 4.6 gigahertz, and I'm blasting the voltage at 1.24 volts. So this is a really bad overclock, just in terms of everything. So, but the intention is to really burn the CPU and find the limits, and then I'm going to start dialing it in more. So still trying to figure out what the thermal delta is core to core. On the more reasonable tests where I was at 1.15 volts, 4.4 gigahertz, the delta was smaller than previously, but it's not as small as I would like core to core. So I got to look into it some more and see what's going on. It's either like maybe it needs to be sanded down some more, or like Tin was saying in that video briefly, he was talking about how it could be just a solder issue, like an issue under the IHS, at which point there's not a ton I can do. So the concern right now is this an external issue of levelness of the sand? And I'm pretty damn confident it's extremely level. Kingpin did 90% of the work himself, and he's an expert. Or is it an internal issue where the solder job by Intel is just no good, and I have less confidence in that being good. So anyway, it could also just be various things like test setup, thermal paste application, thermal paste age, thermal paste variance batch to batch. So I have to swap a bunch of different thermal pastes and make sure that's not the cause of the limited reduction in thermal delta we're seeing. But it is getting tested. There was a lot more interest in that video than expected, so I'm testing it earlier than expected. And so far we have seen improvement, and it's just a matter of not seeing as much of an improvement as I would like. So I'm still researching that to figure out what's going on. But anyway, that's getting worked on. And then over here is we ran these tests a while ago before leaving for China. This is a Threadripper platform. It's the 2990WX. We bought one after doing the 3175X review. And we had one on loan, but we bought this because some people were like, you know, there's that tool by Wendell, a level 1 text, that improves the performance of Threadripper. You guys should try it out. So we tried it out. Unfortunately, for most of our benchmarks, it actually makes no difference. The tool is more impactful for specific applications. So we'll be talking about that more later, but for results, our previous results basically stand unaffected, especially Adobe Premiere and Photoshop. So very little differences in the applications we benchmark. The differences are more in some targeted applications, and we're going to do at some point probably some special tests for those. We don't test them at all right now. I can't remember the names of some of them, but we'll branch out a couple tests just to establish that the software is working as it should be. And once it is, then I don't know. It looks like our test results are really not going to be affected by using the software, because it doesn't seem to affect Blender, it doesn't seem to affect Premiere. So I think those results are just, they're done. Like, that's what they're going to be. So Windows task scheduling doesn't seem to affect that software as much as some of the other stuff that Wendell tested, but there's a lot of different software. So we'll keep playing with it. Anyway, that's two of the things we've been working on. You should see the 9980XE video coming up much sooner than the other two I was talking about. And this one, I'm not quite sure. We have a CPU test methodology overhaul that we just did, and we're working on scripting that now. So a lot of CPU content coming up as well. But that's it for this one. Thank you for watching, and we will have more of these behind the scenes videos for you shortly. So the goal was originally twice a month. I'm going to start pushing for once a week for at least until we leave for China again. So yeah, we should have plenty of stuff for you. So check back for that. Thanks for watching. I'll see you all next time.